Hey everybody, this is going to be the last video update on my dad. Probably should stop. He, so my dad, if you know my dad at all, he's a man's man. I'm holding his hand. I've kind of been monopolizing holding his hand the last few days because it's one of the memories that I have as a kid, holding my dad's hand because they're they're massive bear claws of a hand, and I remember always, his hand just swallowing mine whenever we, hold hands in the parking lot or crossing the street or whatever. So I'm kind of, it's a little nostalgic, I know, but he he's an outdoors guy. In fact, his idea of retirement was to buy a 30-acre ranch, build a house with his bare hands, and most of it he did, and then work the land until the day he died. And so he always was very clear to us, not only in writing, but just speaking to his family, that if something should ever happen to him, he does not want to be on prolonged life support, and he does not, if the recovery means that he's not going to be himself and that he's not going to be able to do what he used to do, at least in some measure, and he didn't want it. And so we told that to the doctors, and the doctors understood all of that very clearly. And he just hasn't been getting better. He hasn't been showing the improvement that we've been looking for. And so before we made any kind of decision, we had a meeting with the doctors. Oh. And one of the doctors, his neurosurgeon, actually really great. I can't tell you how awesome the San Antonio University Hospital's been. They've just been incredible. And one of the neurosurgeons had operated on him. We told him Dad's wishes and everything, and he said, "I give you my word, if in this recovery process, if we get to the point where I think that the recovery is not going to be what he had anticipated or what he wanted, I will tell you." And so it's kind of been going that direction, but we wanted to have some, we as a family want to make sure that, one, we're giving Dad the chance, but we're also honoring his wishes. And so he had an MRI last night. Not only did he have an MRI last night, he had some more clinical testing today, and then he also did a what's called a neurophys, a neurophysiology test, where they hook leads up to his hands and they hook leads up to his feet, and they run them all to his brain, and they also do some audio testing in his ears to see if his ears are sending signals to his brain. And with all of the data that came back today, that doctor who gave us his word, I asked him point blank if we were at that point, and he said we are. So tomorrow, mid-morning sometime, when we've got all the family together, we're going to do what they call comfort care, and that's where they make Dad as comfortable as possible. They pull off all of the life-saving measures that he's hooked up to now, and we wait for him to go home and be with the Lord. So, to everybody that's been praying for my father and for my family, I know I haven't been answering phone calls or answering many text messages. I'm sorry about that. But thank you very much. And, I need to say to my, or about my uncles, I have my Uncle Drew. He's a cardiologist. He's been here with us most of the time. He was going to trade off with my other Uncle John, coming to, watch out and watch over Dad in shifts. But when my dad had his crash the other night, Uncle John hopped on a plane and got here as quick as he could. And Uncle John, he's also has a medical background. And my uncles have just been awesome in helping us navigate this. The hospital we've been at has been a huge blessing. We've had doctors come in and ask to pray with us. The doctors have it's just been amazing. Um, but the whole situation sucks. Um, and I know the video is I know it's long, but I'll finish up. And then just let me say this. I love my father. And I am and I get it. In being in ministry, you see you see things that you wish you don't. I've seen good fathers and absent fathers and struggling fathers and all kinds of different, because people are different and everybody needs Jesus, but my dad is amazing. And I'm blessed to have such an amazing father who demonstrated faith and demonstrated a love for Christ and demonstrated loving his family. And he wasn't perfect. He wasn't a perfect man, but he was about as close to a perfect dad as you can get. So make sure you tell your dad you love him. And thank you again to everybody that's been praying. I don't think I'm going to do another video update, so if you have my mom's contact information, reach out to her because she loves getting that kind of stuff. Thank you to everybody that's taking care of my family. I don't know really what else to say other than if you told my dad, Pat, if God were to come to my dad and say, Pat, I can bring somebody into the kingdom of Christ. I can get somebody to listen to the gospel of Jesus, that I love them, that I died for them, that I came back from the dead for them. I can get somebody to do that, but it's going to cost your life. My dad would say, take me now. And so I guess with these videos, the only thing I could say is my dad's going to heaven because he knew Jesus, and he'd want you to go to heaven by knowing Jesus too. And I know, gosh, there's so many people that are going to say you're just capitalizing on what's going on. You're dadgum right, I am. So, God bless you, and thanks for watching.